Hello students, welcome to the live trading webinar and today I will be showing you my techniques about what I will be employing for the contra trading and what I'll be applying for the scalping and the trend trading as well. Okay, of course I'll not be trading because I don't want to show it to everyone in this world who are not on my course. It is only for the attendees who have completed my course. Okay, so I will not be trading. However, I will be showing you how to take the calls and how to take the puts and trade in a profitable manner. Okay, so I have if you are enrolled in the course of mine, Nifty options intraday trading, you will know I usually trade in between 50 rupees to 90 rupees, okay, of the premium price. And why is that? That is because it helps me determine that the particular option is moving in accordance to the Nifty future, which I'll be trading with. Okay, options usually moves with a Nifty futures chart, so we will be considering a Nifty futures chart, and we will be looking into the Nifty futures chart for 28th December expiry. Okay, so let us see the Nifty future chart here. Okay, so here is the Nifty future chart, and here are the EMAs. Whoever are already on the course, they know what are the EMA levels I use. Okay, and MACD will be the same. It does not matter because everything will be the same, and this will help us to see if the momentum is actually dying or momentum is actually building up. Okay, all right, so here we will verify if the market is in accordance to our trend, or we will have to scalp, or we will have to go in contra direction. Okay, contra will work only in the first 15 minutes usually, because when there is a high in the market, look at this. As soon as the market opened, it peaked, and afterwards it peaked at 10,145 levels. And after it opened high, it got down. Okay, look at this. So people who are actually looking for booking the profits in the direction when it goes in their direction usually wants to book profits, and they want to sell or take home the profits, that is M to M, and realize their profits. They don't want to be sitting with virtual cash or virtual money. At the next moment, the cash which they had died and it went to the bottom, or it went down. The market went down. Okay, so usually whoever is looking to realize their profit as soon as the market opens, or probably in the 5 minutes or so, they want to book their profits, and then the market goes down. Okay, this is applicable in any type of market. This is applicable for anyone who actually wants to take profit home, and it is applicable in any kind of market as well. Okay, however, not in forex, because it is 24/7. It works when there is a there are people logging in from China or EU or a Japan session or anything like that. It's applicable for the session starts. So usually people start trading in between those times. Okay, there may be highs or lows in between those sessions in forex. Okay, however, in Indian market, within first 15 minutes the market would show a reversal. Okay, and if there is a gap up or if there is a gap down, there will be a showcase of uptrend or downtrend reversal. Okay, so in the market, that is the Nifty contra trading. Okay, and let us look into the technical indicators over here, right? So when there is a cross of EMA, that is 20, that is the EMA crossover, we will look into. There are different kinds of things which we will have to look into when it is a trend. Okay, we'll have to see if there is a momentum building. Momentum, how we'll define momentum? Momentum is defined by MACD doing a crossover. Okay, if MACD is going above the MACD signal, that is the reason I keep MACD in white, so that I understand what we will be looking for. Okay. So here MACD, look at this, there is a crossover in MACD and there is widening of signal in MACD, which means that the momentum at the highs, this is the high. Okay, momentum is dying. Okay, it has crossed and it is down, it is going all the way down. Okay, so just to understand what actually we have to trade in these markets, I already told you there are different options within the range of 50 to 90. Okay, so when it is between 50 to 90, what is the best we have to choose? Okay, so we will verify over here. So it is kind of easy to determine what options we have to trade with. So we will select everything. However, this has to be done before the market opens. Okay, so whenever we have the calls and puts, multiple calls and puts within the range of 50 rupees or 50 to 90 rupees premium, we will have to select all of them within the range of 50 to 90. Okay, so when we select everything, how we will determine what is the best we can trade with. Okay, so over here we will select those with less amount of difference in between the best sell rate and the best buy rate. Okay, so look at this, 50.90 to 50.35, almost 50 paisa difference. So when you are scalping, you will not be profitable to, because when you buy it at 51 rupees and you have to wait for 51 rupees to be taken, then you will have to wait for about 55 paisa to go up. Okay, in such case scalping is not good. You will not make money out of it. Look at this, 65.60, 65.40, it is just 20 paise. Okay, so now it has only 10 paise. Okay, for 40 to 30. So it is, this one looks feasible for us. We don't have to wait for 50 paise to be taken in order for us to make money out of it. Okay, so if there is very less amount of difference between the best sell rate and best buy rate, that is the one which is suitable for scalping or our strategies. Okay, whatever we trade with. Okay, so this is for the call. So let me eliminate the others and look at this, 83.60 to 83.5. So about 60 paise of difference in between the sell rate and the buy rate. So we'll have to wait, by buying at 83.50, we'll have to wait till 83.50 to be taken about 50 paise later to make money out of scalping. Okay, that's not feasible for us. So in such a case, what we can do is we can eliminate this. Okay, let's decide the put, the same option. Look at this, 52.45, 52.35, just 10 paise. Let's look at this, 62.10, 61.45, about 60 paise, 72.70, 72.50. Yes, it looks good. And 86.85, 86. This is about 1 rupees of difference. Now it is somewhere around now it is somewhere around 60 paise of difference. Okay, so we don't want to consider this. Let's look into these two. Whichever is nearby, we will consider that. Okay, 6250 to 6175. Now it is higher. Okay, so we will eliminate this. This one 7310 to 7290, just 20 paise difference. So we will be considering this. Okay, if you have both of them almost equal, about 10 paise or 20 paise of difference, what you can do is you can eliminate the one with lesser amount of premium. Okay, that is because when you eliminate the lesser amount of premium, what you can do is, of course your trading capital required will be a bit higher. However, movement in higher amount premium option will be, yeah, will be much more, because it is near to the, it is very near to the in the money or at the money. Okay, so usually it will not be out of the money. Okay, so that's one of the reasons we will eliminate the lesser amount, if at all actually we feel that both the sell rate and buy rate are almost equal. Okay, so if we have two options with almost the same difference between the sell rate and buy rate, we will eliminate the lesser premium option. Okay, so now we have decided to keep only the 9800 put, because the arbitrage between both of it is less, and when we are doing scalping, our profits will not jump too high. Okay, with scalping you will have to keep yourself in a good hand. The difference should not be much, because if you are trading with much of a difference, then at that point what happens is you will not be able to make money. Because if you sell, as I already told, if you sell at 52.25, you have bought at 52.40, then you are still in loss. Okay, in scalping you don't want to make losses. So trade with very less amount of difference between the sell rate and buy rate. Okay, when it goes below 50, what you will have to do, you will have to choose something which is with between 50 to 90. Sometimes it can go up to 45. However, 50 to 90 is the favorable one which can make us good money. Okay, all right. So let's verify. We will anyways be looking at. Okay, so now there is a slight crossover in MACD. It means that there is momentum building up. When there is momentum building up, we can see that the market is set to go higher. Okay, we'll also have to verify if we draw a trend line over here from the top to the other tops. We will draw a trend line over here and see if this particular trend line is being broken. It means that, of course, momentum is surely getting built. Okay, look at this. Trend line is still kept intact. A trend line is something which will not be barred though it has crossed. So that's the trend line. If it is drawn over here and it is to be crossed, it has to have a greater momentum. Okay, when there is greater momentum, we will have EMA crossovers as well. Okay, trend line is a resistance point as well, so keep that in mind. Okay, so as of now we still don't have a clear break in trend line. When there is a clear break in trend line with a momentum candle, that's when we will take trend calls. Okay, there are different things which you have to consider, like MACD crossover, the MACD widening, the momentum candle, and it should be very equal, very near to the crossover in EMAs as well. We will have to draw the Fibonacci retracement as well. Okay, so we will draw the Fibonacci retracements from the high to the lows. We have a retracement now. How do we determine there is a retracement? there is a retracement of Nifty future from the downs. It has made a high until at to 61.8%. That is called as retracement. When we see a market get back to the levels of at least 61.8%, if it has gone high, it has to come down to at least 61.8%. That is called as retracement. Okay, so we will be checking this. So we have a retracement of 61.8. It has retraced more than 61.8. So the Fibonacci retracement holds good in this case. Okay, check this. The trend line has still not been broken. The EMAs will act as support. Trend line will act as a resistance. Okay, when it is above this trend line, it will be support again, and when it is below this EMA, then it is again a resistance. When it is above this EMA, it is a support. Okay, so look at this. It tried barring this EMA over here, and it could not. The next candle had a momentum, great momentum, and then the candle was the pricing was piercing the EMA. Then it took support multiple times at this EMA itself. Okay, when it takes multiple supports at the EMA, it probably is having a good support at that point, or probably it means that it is poised to go down. Okay, because if you hit with a hammer at the same point on the roof, then probably it is good to break, or the roof is supposed to be having a hole at that particular point. Okay, so that's possible. All right, so if it actually hits that particular EMA multiple times for support, then it may propel higher by taking momentum at that particular point, or it is possible that it may go lower than that. Okay, so these are the things we have to keep in mind when we are scalping. All right, so what are the things which will help us? The Fibonacci retracement levels, the support levels. We will draw the support lines like this. Okay, so these are the support lines. So support once a resistance will now be a support. Okay, it is like we have a hole in our roof. We have made a hole in our roof, a narrow hole, and we go to the top of the roof. Until unless we are hit too much inside that particular hole, since it is a narrow hole, until unless we are hit too much inside that hole, we will not actually come down. Okay, so that's what it is. So the resistance once is now a support. Okay, once it is barred, it is now a support. Okay, look at 38.2 levels of Fibonacci retracement. That is a negative, or that is a resistance when it is below this support zone. Okay, now let us scalp. Let us take a position. We are waiting for something to happen. When we are scalping, we have to see. Okay, so we have EMA, we have pricing moving below the EMA. Okay, we'll take a scalp position now. We see that 38.2 is actually a resistance as well. Okay, we will take a scalp position. We will take a scalp position at 50 to 85. So 50 to 85, we will wait for it to move further down, or else we will just sell it off. Okay, that is what scalping is all about. We will just be concentrating on our technical chart for it to give us indication we have to buy or sell. Okay, since it is about 3 days or 5 days from the movement, from the expiry of options, we may not see too much of movement. However, the scalping chart will surely work. Okay, we can take decisions according to that. Okay, look at this. We decided that we have to take a put position because it crossed the EMA. EMA is a support. Okay, now since it crossed the support, and 38.2 is still a resistance, and trend line is still acting as a resistance, we took a scalp trade on the put side. Okay, so what we did, we took a scalp, and now we took a scalp at 52.85. Now it is at 53. Okay, so when we see that it is going against us, we will sell it off. However, until unless it is not going against us or it is not barring our previous trends, we will just keep the trade. Okay, when we see that it is going against, then we will sell it off. The trade which we took at 52.85 is now at 53.75. Okay, so we are seeing a good move, and now look at this. So now there is a cross of this, so now we will sell it off. So we are selling it back. We will see if it actually bars the EMA and then sell it. If it crosses the EMA and crosses this, then we will just sell it off. Okay, so look at this. There was a false candle which took off, and it actually didn't make up. However, we will still sell it off because we will not be looking into the prices. However, we'll just sell it off, and we took it at 52.85. Now it is at 53. We will sell it off. Okay, so that is how we will scalp. So until unless we are actually going in reverse direction, we will keep the trades. Okay, now we will wait for something else to happen now. So it has to either bar this resistance, that is the trading chart, or we will wait for something to happen, then we will again take the scalp position. Okay, so now we will wait. So what's happening now? It is actually crossing the EMA, and it is taking support. We have a trend line which is acting as resistance. We are waiting for something to happen. If it actually crosses that resistance level of the trend line, then probably we will take a position of scalping. Okay, so we are waiting. Since we are waiting, we will even look at MACD if it is actually going according to what the trend is showing up. Okay, so we will draw a trend line on the MACD as well and verify how is the trend going on. Okay, look at this. There was a high over here. Yes, there was a low over here. Yes, and there was a great low over here. Yes, now there is a high over here. Yes, it is lower than this particular high. Yes, it is lower than this particular high, and there is again a low which is here. Okay, so it is going lower. Okay, that's what we have to take care of. So now again it is going down by taking a resistance at the particular EMA level as well as the trend line. Okay, so now we probably will take a call, or we'll take a put as of now. Okay, so we will verify if it actually does not go higher. After the confirmation, we will take a call if we have to take the scalp or not. Okay, so let's verify. The chart which I am following is Nifty futures chart. Okay, usually Nifty options moves in accordance with Nifty futures chart. Okay, so I am considering the Nifty future chart. Okay, so we are taking a put as of now. So now we will take a put at 53.50. Okay, so we are waiting for it to go down. Since we have a confirmation that the market is actually taking resistance at that particular level, we have taken a put, and we are waiting for it to move in our direction. If it does not, then we will just take off that particular position we have. Okay, until unless it does not go in a wrong direction, then we have taken the call, or I mean what we have taken the trade, we will still keep that position. Okay, so now it is actually going in the direction of the trade. Okay, we are actually seeing a down position as of now, until unless it hits a support or it hits a break where it will reverse. We'll keep those positions usually. Okay, until unless there are reversing patterns seen, we will keep the position, and we will trade with that particular, we'll keep that particular trade intact. Okay, so this is how we will take the scalp positions. Okay, so now it is going in green, and we took a position at 53.50. We will not be looking into uh, the amount or the premium at which we are currently. We will see if it is actually going in reverse direction, then we will sell off the trade. Okay, since we are not seeing a huge build-up of a reverse position, we are still keeping that, and we have taken a put 9800 put at 53.50, and we are waiting for confirmation that we have to sell or we have to uh, keep the position. Okay, so now we are still seeing that the position is intact. It is going in a slow motion, a slow way, that it is going lower and now it is going higher, and we will see if it actually bars that particular support or resistance, then we will take it off. Okay, from our arsenal of the trade. So it is still in those positions. We will wait. We'll wait for the position to move, the trade to move in the direction what we have taken, or if it goes in the wrong direction, we will sell it off. Okay, so we have taken a call to buy a put. Okay, so our trade is 9800 put, and since it is showing three green candles, then we will sell it off. Okay, we took a position at 53.50 levels, and now we are selling it at 52.85 levels. Okay, since it is moving in the wrong direction, we will sell it off. Okay, now we will see if it is actually crossing the EMA, and then it is actually moving higher. If it moves higher, then we'll take a call, and the call we have decided is 10,300 call. Okay, so we are waiting for it to move in the direction. Okay, so it is still moving downwards from the EMA, so we will again take a put if it actually confirms that it is moving lower. Okay, so the next candle will determine if it actually has to be a call we will buy or a put we will buy. Okay, we are waiting for the next candle to see if it actually opens in red or green. Okay, so we will take a call. So we are buying a call at 65.65, and we'll wait for it to move in the direction of our trade. Okay, so it actually crossed the trend line, and it has to take support at the trend line, and then we'll verify if it actually moves in the direction of our trade. Okay, so we took a call at 65.65, and it is actually not moving that much. We are holding on to the call which we have bought. See, usually usually when the delta is lower, we have a good momentum buildup. We bought a call at 65, 65, and now it is at 66 levels, and the uh, support played in our favor. Okay, 38.2% is still resistance. So probably we will have to sell that because 38.2 is a big resistance for us. Okay, so we'll see if it actually holds on to the position which we took, and it is actually coming down after having a stiff resistance at 38.2% levels. Okay, if it actually bars this EMA, then we'll have to sell this off. Okay, we took a call at 65.65 and now at 65, sorry, 65.55. Now it is at 65.65 levels. So if it actually bars this particular EMA support zone, then we will have to sell it off. Okay, so 65.55 is the place where we took the call, and it moved higher, and now at 66.35. If it could not cross 38.2% levels, then we'll sell it off. Okay. Okay, so it is seeing a stiff resistance at that particular level, so we'll sell it at 66.10. Now we will wait for it to move up or move down. If at all it is moving up or down above the 38.2 levels or down, we will take a put if it moves down. When it moves up, we'll take a call. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it is moving above 38.2% levels. So we are we are looking to buy a call if it moves above 38.2% levels. Remember guys, Fibonacci retracement levels of 38.2 and the 0% as it shows for the top, and 38.2%, 61.8%, 85, 91% and 100% levels are a huge resistances as well as supports. Okay, so now it is barring 38.2 levels and came down because it is a huge resistance. Usually there will be false breakovers. Okay, so when there is false breakouts, then we'll not buy. Okay, we'll make sure that it is confirmed that it is going higher, then we will buy it. Okay. So we are waiting for it to confirm that it has crossed. Okay, now we are buying the call 10,300 call at 66.45 levels. Okay, so we are selling it off because it actually could not hold the 38.2% levels. So we are selling it off at 65.55 levels. We'll buy a put at 52.70 levels. We are buying a put 9800 put at 52.70 levels, and we are waiting for it to move in the direction of our trade. Okay. So it could not hold 38.2% of resistance, I mean higher than the particular resistance zone. So we sold the call, and now we bought a put at 52.70 levels, and we are holding to see if it actually goes in the direction of our trade. Okay. We have taken a put at 52.70 levels because 38.2% level could not hold. So we are holding the put from 52.70 levels now at 53.60 levels. So unless it does not bar or it does not take a support, or it goes in reverse direction, we will hold that trade, and once it goes in reverse direction we will sell it off. Okay, we are selling it off at 53.30. So we took a trade at 52.70 and we sold it off at 53.30. So now it is moving probably in the reverse direction. So we'll wait for the confirmation. We can extend the trend line. Okay. So don't feel that you have lost the train. There are too many trains available for the day when you're scalping. Okay. So don't take hasty decisions and don't buy with hunches. Okay. So now it held the particular position of trend line. We extended the trend line. We are seeing if it can still hold it, and we will still will take a call according to that. Okay, we'll buy a call at 65 levels. So we are buying a call at 65 levels. I am not looking at the last traded price. I am looking at the best sell rates. Okay. So we have bought a call thinking that we are the position, the trend line has held. Okay, so we have bought a call at 65 levels, as seeing that there is a green candle which is moving in the direction of holding the support zone. Okay, so we bought a call at 65 levels. We will wait for it to confirm that it is moving higher. If it goes in reverse direction, we will sell off the call which we have taken. Okay, so always do confirm trades. If it actually gives support or resistance or movement in the direction of the trend line or support, then take the trades. Okay, just don't jump into any trades without having clear confirmations. Okay, so it actually could not hold it could not bar the resistance of EMA level. So we bought a call at 65 level. If it actually goes into red, we'll have to sell it off. Okay, we are still not having a clear indication that it will go down, so we are holding. So we are holding the call which we bought at 65 levels, since we are seeing that it went up from the particular support zone, that is the trend line. Okay, so it did not bar the trend line. When it went above the trend line, it took support, and now it is going higher. Okay, since we don't have clear confirmation that it is going down, we are still holding the call which we bought, the 10,300 call which we bought at 65 levels. We are following the Nifty futures chart, and since we are following the Nifty futures chart, the option moves in tandem with the Nifty futures chart. Okay, look at that. It moved as per the support zone. So it barred the support. Now it is at 38.2% levels. We'll sell it off because 38.2% is a big resistance level. Okay, so when it is near to 38.2% levels, we'll sell it off. Okay, so now it is at 65.50 levels, we are selling it off. If it actually moves higher and if it actually takes support at the EMA levels, then we will take the call, okay, as per the next candle. So we bought it at 65 levels and sold it off at 65.50 levels, citing there is a resistance at 38.2% levels of Fibonacci retracement. Since there is a resistance which has to be barred, we'll take confirmation, because once we took confirmation, however it didn't hold. Now it is actually moving at 38.2% levels. We'll see if it actually goes above this and then take a call. If it is going below, then we will take a put, 9800 put, which we have decided. Okay. So we are waiting for it to move in the position we thought. If it bars 38.2% levels, then we will take a call again. Okay, seems like it is moving in the direction as we thought. We'll wait for confirmation that it is moving higher, and then if it comes back to 38.2 levels, it has to hold the support. If it does not, then we'll not take the call. Okay, we will buy a put. Okay, we are buying a put at 52.60 levels because it crossed the 38.2% levels, because it could not hold the 38.2 levels. 52.60 levels, we bought a call. So it is below 38.2% levels. So we are waiting for it to move in the direction below 38.2% levels. If it moves above 38.2% levels, then we'll sell it off. That's how we'll take the scalps. We took a call at 50, we took a put at 52.60 levels, and we are waiting for the confirmation to move in the direction below. That is, it cited a support, it cited a resistance at 38.2% levels. So we took a put, we bought a put, and now it is at 52.70 levels, and we are seeing there is a bit of support at the EMA crossover levels, so it may be taking support over there. So we are waiting for the confirmation to sell it, or we are waiting for the confirmation for it to go higher or lower, and if it goes in the direction of our trade. Okay, so we are waiting. So when we see that there is confirmation, it is moving reverse, we'll sell it off. Okay. Okay, so we bought a put at 5260 levels, and it is going down because 38.2 is a huge support, a huge resistance, so it could not hold above this particular level. Okay, okay, so it is very near to the trend line. If it actually takes support at the trend line, then we will have to sell it off. Okay. So if it is moving in the direction of our trade, we'll keep the trade. Else it is moving higher. Okay, we are selling it at 53.30 levels. So we bought a put at 52.60 levels, and now we sold it at 53.30 levels. Okay. So when we see that there is a chance that it will go in the reverse direction, we will sell it off. Okay. So if we have a confirmation that it could not hold, then we can buy again. Okay. So if it actually holds this particular level of trend line, then we will buy a call, or we will wait for the confirmation for it to come down. We are waiting for the confirmation. Once we have the confirmation, we will buy. Okay. Yeah, it came down. So it could not hold the support zone. So okay, so now it is almost 1 hour since we started. So yeah, I think you guys understood how to take the scalping positions. So this is in the live markets, and since it is holding this particular trend line, probably we can take a call at this particular point. Okay, if it actually holds, and 61.8% is very near, we can take a call now. 63.25 is when we bought the call. We will wait for it to move in the direction of our trade. We bought it at 63.25, and now it is at 63.60 levels. So since we cited that 61.8% support is held it, and there is a good support which held at the trend line, we are buying a call. We bought it at 63.20 levels. Now it is at 64 levels. So if it is going down, we can sell it off. Okay, we'll sell it off at 64 rupees. Okay, so I think you got to know how you have to trade in scalps. So this way you can understand, as we have minor opportunities, you will be making micro commitments. Okay, for example, 61.8% level held. Okay, and we see that the trend line was held. So we see that it went in the direction upwards. Okay, since it is a support, trend line is a support. If it is above, then we can take the supports. Okay, don't take trades in between like this. When there is a trend line, and when there is a 61.8% retestment level, this is a support, this is a resistance in between. Okay, so take confirmed calls when it is moving higher than this trend line, and when it is not in between this 61.8% and trend line. Okay, so always take confirmed calls. When it comes to particular positions, do take calls or puts, buy the calls or puts accordingly. So now you understand how you have to take the scalp positions. Of course, if you are not in one of my courses, then probably you can enroll. I see that most of them are enrolled in the courses. So whoever have enrolled will very easily understand that scalping can be taken with micro positions and for very less amounts of time. Okay, so since we are at 61.8% levels, we can see that if it holds this particular support, then we will buy a call. Okay, if it actually does not hold this, we will buy a put. That is how we will trade or we'll scalp. Okay, so this is about the scalping. Okay, just a small information. If you are looking for trend trading, how you will verify if it is a good trend trade, then I will not let you know the particular indicators which will help you to verify if it is a good trend or not. However, there are some things like EMA crossovers, and you have to have the MACD supporting as well, and there should be momentum candles, there should be supporting Fibonacci retracement levels, and at what is the support you will, uh, what is the place you will sell it at. It's up to the next resistance level, or probably you can take a position till the next Fibonacci highs, or probably the projections, whatever it is. It depends on whatever the position we are taking. Okay, now it held the support at 61.8% levels. Look at the trend line. Trend line is still intact. Look at the trend line here. Yeah, of course it keeps on moving, and it may not be straight enough. However, trend line is said not to be perfect. Okay, so trend line is the is the position where usually it will take support or resistance. So it exactly don't have to be at that particular position. Okay, so look at this. From here it held the support, held the resistance, again it held the resistance, now it barred the resistance. Now once it barred the resistance of trend line, now it is a support. It came back, support, took support, took support, took support, took support, took support, and now it is higher. That is how you will take the micro trades, that is the scalping. Okay, so you will, so usually this is how I preach. I will teach as well. I am not trading because I don't want to. I am not showing you all the techniques because it's only for the people who are enrolled in the course, and this will be available on YouTube as well. Everyone who wants to take the information of scalping can look into this, the live trading. Okay, so this will be available on YouTube. So what I will do is I will take the charts on the left side of the screen. Since it is side by side, my hand coordination and my mind coordination will not be in place. Okay, so that's one of the reason I will not trade in the live seminars or live webinars. Okay, so usually what I'll do in the left session, left screen, I will keep the chart. In the right screen, I will not even look into the particular position. I will, the top will always be my call, and the bottom one will be my put. Okay, so once we see that we have a trend in upward movement in 1 minute chart, we are taking a micro position of call. Okay, when it is a put, I will go to the bottom one. Okay, so usually I will not even do it with the mouse. Okay, it will only be through keyboard, because with keyboard it is very easy. If I select the particular position, it is very easy to move, and afterwards what I can do is I can just do F1 to understand that we have to take a position. Okay, so at that particular position I will buy or sell accordingly. Okay, so see, just for the people who want to buy or sell, F1 is for buy, F2 is for sell. Okay, so just do an F1 and you will have a buy. Okay, you are not seeing the buy position because this is my right hand screen. Okay, so the buy is coming up on the other screen of mine. Okay, so that's the reason you are not seeing it. However, you will have F1 for buy, F2 for F2 for selling. Okay, so if you want to sell, you will do a F2. If you want to buy, you will do an F1. Okay, that's how you will trade. Okay, so basically to understand the basics, trend line is a support or a resistance. Fibonacci retracement level is a support or resistance. Previous highs and previous lows, sorry. So previous highs and previous lows are said to be support or resistances. So keep a look at those, and you can take the micro positions of scalping. Okay, look at this. If I draw the trend line for the previous support, okay, look at this. It is now below this particular support level. It is not able to bar this particular support level. Okay, now this also will be resistance. Okay, previously, look at this, it actually is coordinating with the trend line, the upper trend line, and the previous support. It took exact support at this particular position. Now it barred it, it couldn't. Now it is a resistance zone. Okay, so previous resistances and supports also matter. Okay, so look at this as well. Over here, look at this. If we draw, I'm sure we'll find some supports for this particular zone if it comes below. Okay, look at this. This was a previous resistance. From this particular level it came down, came all the way down. Okay, it went up, it took a resistance at this particular position, it came all the way down. Look at the position now. It took a support over here, it took a support over here, took a support over here, took a support over here, support, and now a resistance. Okay, look at the resistance zone now. I will draw an ellipse to show you what it actually did. Here it took support, and again here it took support all the way. Okay, now here it is a resistance zone. Okay, now it is a resistance zone. Okay, so this is how we'll verify if we have to take a call or a put. Okay guys, if you have any questions at all, do send me a mail. Everyone over here will have my email address. So if you are on YouTube watching this video, do uh, do comment and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions at all, do send me a mail for the people who are already enrolled in the course, and I will be very eager to answer the questions. Okay, and thank you very much for being here for the live trading session, and we will have much more sessions like this in the future to help you guys. If you have any issues at all, you can contact me and I will be eager to help you. Okay, thank you guys, take care, bye.